Hey everyone, Action here. In this video we used a very strong tactic of Alpha Strike, quickly destroyed all of our enemies, and on the other side of the galaxy we had the Khan completely obliterating the AI. And because of this, we have managed to leverage the galactic community into nominating us a Custodian, so we can gain access to the special resolutions and fight the crisis with more strength. Now, if you are enjoying this playthrough, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on our next videos, and let's get into it. So today marks a very large part of our empire development. We have constructed the first stage of the Dyson Sphere, but the star is so large that it pretty much is inside of it. Yeah, we can't even see it. Oh, we completed the dig site and there was a size 30 relic world sitting there. What? So yeah, right now we are at war with 4 empires at once, but we only want to grab a couple of systems. We do not want to end all of their empires. For now. The drums of war. The Khan has
Engaging enemy
awakened.
station.
Where are they? Oh, kind of far away from us, so we should be fine. Let's activate our Astro Boost, because they
Engaging
have
enemy
a very
station.
high amount of fleet power, and I didn't expect that. So we gotta reinforce our star bases quicker. On the next system, they are sending in about 80,000 fleet power. However, they only have 15 battleships, and we only have 4 carriers.
Council
But those
agenda ready.
carriers are extra powerful, because they have bypass weapons. And there they are! Very large amount of fleets. But we are so fast they can't catch up to us.
Complete. Spaceport lost to enemy action.
Oh, but they did catch up, unfortunately. Just one battleship against everyone else. But
New
it was a
enemy
good
fleet.
fight, we didn't lose a single one of ours. And the hit rate is kinda high, 83%. Basically the same hit ratio they have, but well, we had a star base and battleships instead of corvettes. The most amount of damage was dealt through gamma lasers, I think this was from the star base, and the whirling missiles. They killed all of our strike crafts, unfortunately. I think I should reinforce our fleet now. Let's upgrade you. You are quite strong. Can you go here? I think this fleet can also be upgraded. Pirate ambush?
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
What?
Near sitrep.
That's an ambush. 150 ships nearby. All of that just for a scientist. Oh, 100,000 fleet power here. I think they hired some marauders, right? The 6 voids coolers. No, it's not marauders. Their fleets. And they made a mistake of sending in just a small fleet here.
Spaceport reports enemy
So we can jump in one of our battleship fleets and engage. A swift victory. One concern about this seems to be a very high number. You can use the double jump with the astral jump. That consists in jumping in with the astral and then jumping with the jump drives. Beep, beep. And that should reinforce our fleet in order to survive their attacks.
Sword 1 Actual reports all ground objectives secured.
Plus 15% empire size from Pops? What is this? Nah, bro. We are definitely not having you in our council. But she has all the positive traits that we need for a scientist. Oh my god. Yeah, we could use the Void Corp though. Yeah, it reduces our empire size by 40 basically. How can someone have such bad traits? They just don't learn, do they? But the AI is so dumb, they split up their main attack force into 3 and send just a 72k fleet to take out everything that we have. Just gonna be a massacre.
Port
Yeah, not
reports
even
enemy
close.
contact.
Well, we found the miniature galaxy on the abandoned Ecumenopolis. It's quite good, 5% research speed and also 50% progress towards the technology, which will help us getting through the repeatables. We've also built a
Action
fleet
underway.
just in time to reinforce our borders because they are
Spaceport
sending in a
reports enemy
massive
contact.
amount of ships. And I think that this time we need to activate our edicts, especially the desperate measures, increasing our fire rate by 40%. Yeah, it already has 120k fleet power.
Spaceport
Good
lost to
luck.
enemy action. Military station lost to enemy action.
That gotta hurt.
Fleet action underway.
Oh, they're just dying. Look at the firework. Yeah, man, that. Let's see their war exhaustion. Only 52%. Okay. So right now we have inserted this fleet. It's a dimensional fleet and a shield notification system. Oh, the AI does not know what it does. Okay. So they will arrive at either the system
Counselor
or just
agenda
get blown
available.
up by our fleet here. So yeah, they decided to come in without their shields. Alright.
Success. Spaceport lost to
Should
enemy
be an
action.
easy win. Very good. Our juggernaut is completed, and this is its
Construction
design.
complete.
One war is now over, and there is only one left. We gotta increase our relative navy strength. It's interesting that we won the war, but we are still fighting against the same people. Like, I destroyed so many of the Harmonicans vessels that they pretty much have nothing remaining. However, they did not gain war exhaustion towards this war, but instead towards this one that we were fighting against Independency, Custodian Confederacy. Galactic Council is almost formed. The election will be in 180 days. After
Enemy
that,
fleet.
we'll have to wait a little bit until we have the option to form the
Engaging enemy
Galactic
station.
Council. Oh, I didn't see they were attacking another one of their star bases whilst we were in that battle. But we did pretty good. And here we can reinforce, we have 3 very large fleets nearby, so we should be fine. This will be a very important
Division
battle.
report-
If we win, we'll greatly reduce their military power. And if you're
Engaging
liking this
enemy
playthrough,
station.
don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on our next content. Oh,
Spaceport
that's
reports
great.
Enemy contact.
For a moment I thought we were gonna lose this one. But thankfully not. This put us very close to achieving our war goals. This will be the
Engaging enemy
decisive
station.
battle. If we kill their fleets, we pretty much win the war already.
Fleet action underway.
Archimeters are so cool. Yeah, just our Alpha Strike pretty much obliterated their fleet. That enabled us to settle status quo
Construction
and
complete.
get all 3 systems that we wanted. Perfect. We have our choke point again. Now we
Message
just need to
trap.
clear out the Cleansing Armada Secondus, which is ironic, right? Cleaning out their Cleansing Armada.
Standing by to
But
commit.
we cannot
Repeat,
allow to
weapons
have
free.
a system inside our borders. Now our main goal is to increase our alloy production. I think that if we can have 6k tech and 3000 alloys per month, we should be in a pretty comfortable situation to deal with the crisis. We also want to have control of the L-gates so we can have the terminal egress, because once the crisis spawn, if they somehow get access to the terminal egress, they will be all over the place. And we do not want that, do we? And we got the system from the Cleansing Armada Seconds and also grabbed an arc furnace for us. Amazing. So I noticed that
Science
we don't
Division
have a
reports
single
success.
job producing minerals. Actually, we do have one for some reason. But we are earning 1.2 thousand just from stations, although we only have 47 systems. Oh, you wanna do a defensive pact, but we don't. We can shift our diplomatic stance to supremacist, and that will increase our naval cap a little bit, and also our diplo weight. So we passed a resolution, and we can propose being a custodian within 800 days. However, the Senate is in recess for 700 days. Just for 100 days, we are gonna wait a little bit. Our Dyson sphere is now fully upgraded, giving us 3.8 thousand energy credits.
Skywatch has sighted
It
a
was
spaceborne
supposed to
life
be
form.
4K,
Skywatch has
however one of our leaders reduces the energy credits per month by 5%. Yep, that's not so great. So the Mitron administration
Skywatch has
submits
sighted a
the Great
spaceborne
Khan.
life form.
Cowards. We should try to kill the Khan and grab their throne so we can turn other empires into satrapy. Our sentry array is finished, so we have vision of all the ships in the galaxy. That's gonna greatly help us against any of our enemies. We are also upgrading our Mega Art installation to the final level. I'm only building that because our unit production is so low due to our edicts being used. Let's activate a miniature galaxy and see what we got. Metabolic gases. Ooh, that's terrible technology to have. Now, one technology that is really strong for starbases is the Ancient Rampart. Not only it gives us +2 defensive platforms cap, it also increases their damage and the starbase modifier for the ship hull and armor points. So in comparison for let's say a gun battery that only increases the ship and armor hull points for a starbase by 10%, the Rampart increases it by 15 and also adds up a defensive platform damage. So what we can do is just spam these on our choke points and fill it up with defensive platforms. Our Mega Art installation has reached
Inbound
perfection,
message traffic.
giving us 500 unity on top of plus 20% amenities. We can now propose the Custodian nomination for us, and everyone will probably vote because of the Great Khan. And that marks the finish of all of our traditions, and our final perk will be the galactic force projection. So our fleets can now support 250 command limit. Another nation submits, now the spineless United Oxalitorians. But they
Skywatch
can.
has sighted a spaceborne life
Alright.
form.
They have some serious fleet power. What? We're gonna create 5 more fleets of the XL class battleships. That's gonna cost us 250,000 alloys. Yikes. They'll be quite expensive, but it will essentially
Skywatch
triple
has
our
sighted a
fleet
spaceborne
power.
life form.
With the surplus unity that we have, we can start ascending our planets, starting with our capital. Another one of our counselors got a minus 5% research speed. It wasn't a new trait, just the upgraded version that reduces our
complete.
research alternatives. Alright, not so bad, but it's still bad. And we have become the Galactic Custodian.
Inbound traffic.
With that, we gain access to the special Custodian Resolutions. We can remove the Custodian ship term limit. But the best part is the United Front, which will increase our damage to the endgame crisis by 20%, on top of the Galactic Mobilization, which will increase our naval cap, and some of the Galactic institutions, such as the Galactic Defense Force. Basically an armada that will cost us less alloys to produce in exchange for a reduction in our monthly alloys. We'll start by removing the Custodian ship term limit in order to become the Galactic Emperor very soon. So let's do an emergency measure. When more than half of the session has passed, we can end the session prematurely, greatly increasing the number of resolutions we can pass. And now that we are the Galactic Custodian, the Harmonicans wants to be friends with us. Alright. When we were nothing, nobody cared about us. They want to propose secret fealty to us, but why can't they? Oh, 50 trust or excellent relations. Let's go with that. Please be a good tech. Let's see. Automated exploration protocols. That's a tier 1
Science Division
technology that I
reports a
just
new
have
breakthrough.
there sitting forever. Let's make some advancements to the L gates so we can explore and get control of the terminal egress before the crisis spawn. We
Science
can
Division
restore the
reports a new
Ecumenopolis of Big Guy, which will become a size 30 Ecumenopolis. Sounds broken, right? Because it is. We just don't have the amount of pops currently. And my leaders don't stop gaining negative traits. What is this? The death of the Great Khan. So ends the reign of What? It's a weird name. But they had some serious fleet power, man. Just this fleet had 400k. Wow. They could take over the galaxy if the Great Khan didn't die. How many fleet power is that? Look, 400k everywhere. What? And as I was saying before, we can end the session prematurely. So our custodian ship term limit is permanent. We could change the galactic focus whenever there is a crisis. And soon enough, we'll be able to proclaim the galactic Imperium. However, I am afraid that if we proclaim the Imperium, it will completely reset our rulership. So I'm not sure about that. I think our next move will be to create the Galactic Defense Force. Well, we have weak support for the Galactic Defense Force, but it doesn't really matter because we are pretty much the whole diplomatic weight of the galaxy combined. I think even higher than that. So we are in a little bit of a mission here. We sent all of our envoys to improve relations with the Icarzuran Confederacy, and the reason for that is they have a federation, the Galactic Union level 1, and we want to join it. It's easier that than to create a federation of our own, so I think it's gonna be good. I don't think that there are any other federations in the galaxy. Yeah, just one federation. And unfortunately it's only level 1, so we're not gonna have the crisis bonus until very late into the game. But at least we can have the Federation fleet, I guess. And we have reached 5k research per month. So we only have a 41% tech cost. We have 1.6 thousand alloys each month. Our naval cap is quite good right now. We can increase it even further. And our fleets are very well equipped with a significant amount of repeatables already, 10 repeatables for each field, which means we have all of these modifiers. So yeah everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a like button, and I'll see you guys next time.